SF Gate, which is like the Bay Area Bible, described this altercation. They said it was aggressive, and they said it was deeply troubling. They showed protesters being shoved by ICE agents. But isn't the aggression the attacks on ICE?
ICE has to go harder, Emily. You can't have a tug of war with a bicycle against Trantifa. It makes ICE look weak, and it makes Trantifa look strong.
So the District 9 supervisor there in San Francisco, the deeply troubling quote, that was him saying, it's deeply troubling that we saw an ICE agent take out a rifle. But again, isn't it deeply troubling that he needed to take out a rifle during the course of his official duties?
Well, it is strange where you could look at a situation as an observer and say, okay, to me, like, obviously we have a problem in San Francisco and all of these sanctuary cities. If they would just cooperate, they wouldn't have to have these situations if they dealt with the detainers.
This is what your racist family members and friends take in every single night, what they perceive as news. On that front,
quick fact for you people that think in this libtard snowflakes, you think I read that? Fox News was proven after fact-checking them to be 17% accurate. CNN's only 73%, but 17, damn, I did better than that in school, and I got 4 Fs and a D. Fox News is like the tofurkey of news. Because it's not what it says it is. But I like Fox for a lot of reasons. Because as an older gentleman, I know where to get a comfortable catheter. Don't need it yet. I'm waiting for a coupon. Do you guys know the people I'm talking about, the confidently stupid, that are just so, like, they don't have any facts, but they're loud about it, so everyone just backs off? Yeah, I know. 98% of climatologists say climate change exists, but 2% say it don't. So that makes it inconclusive. Okay, so if I'm 98% inside your girlfriend, is she cheating on you? Or is it inconclusive? Either way, I believe you've been disenfranchised.
Comedian Christopher Titus brings the heat, and he has a ton of gems in his stand-up comedy.
I also think this also points to this issue that came up a few weeks ago, and President Trump has mentioned it, that there may be a carve-out coming for agriculture. I think this demonstrates how dangerous, frankly, this would be, Senator, because first of all, it's all big agri that wants this, or these corrupt farms that love to run on this stuff. But the second you open the door just a crack for amnesty or amnesty light, you're encouraging and rewarding this type of behavior, and it's all sleazy. Kids always get hurt in the process, and our workers get hurt. I don't care what anyone says. We somehow used to exist as a country without millions and millions of illegal workers in the United States, and we became the world's dominant superpower at the same time.
This spoiled milk of a bigoted cartoon character is saying it loud and clear. They hate immigrants. Meanwhile,
to you people that hate immigrants, and usually you hate them while you're eating an apple, which I find hilarious. Here are a few things invented by Hispanic immigrants. You ready? Color television. Yeah, you know that thing you watch Fox News about immigrants on? Invented by an immigrant. So you can't watch it anymore or you're a socialist. You know that stent to open your arteries after you've sucked down cheese dogs and cheeseburgers on 4th of July? Yeah, well, all them real Americans didn't die because of a Hispanic immigrant from Guatemala. So, the next time you have a heart attack, you gotta say no to that stent or you're a communist. Yeah, well, you know what? I'll just give me an artificial heart then. Well, I got some bad news about that, too. That was invented by a guy named Domingo Santoliota from Argentina. So, if you really hate immigrants, and you really believe that, I want you to hold on to those beliefs as tight as you can and die, because...
Titus hits the nail on the head here. How can you target these people when they make our lives better in every way?
Trump isn't connected to the zeitgeist for the first time in a long time. He's too busy watching Fox. They've got the memo. They stopped talking about it. But the rest of MAGA media and the online ecosystem, they have not. It's still simmering pretty wildly.
He's right. They have followed Trump's lead and completely cowered Meanwhile,
we have Epstein saying Trump was his best friend.
That was close to straight.
And we have Trump getting sued by a girl who said she was raped by Trump and Epstein when she was 13. We have women who testified that they were used for sex with rich men by Epstein and paid by Epstein since they were as young as 13.
Michelle Licata sat next to Courtney in court. She too says she was assaulted inside Epstein's sprawling Palm Beach estate.
I was 14, I had braces on.
Virginia Giuffre had filed a suit against Epstein. She got death threats and then she took her own life. Guess what? Virginia actually committed suicide. So, after hearing about the Epstein files for years, after being told there was a list, after knowing that Kim Jerk Orange was on Epstein's plane 7 times, after this weird-ass response.
Would you declassify the 9/11 files?
Yeah.
Would you declassify JFK files?
Yeah.
Would you,
I did a lot of it.
Would you declassify the Epstein files?
Yeah, I would.
All right.
I guess I would.
And this weird response.
I think that less so because, you don't know it. You don't want to affect people's lives if it's phony stuff in there because there's a lot of phony stuff with that whole world.
And his firm denial.
I had a falling out with him a long time ago. I don't think I've spoken to him for 15 years. I wasn't a fan.
And after this guy settled a lawsuit, after this bank and this bank also settled a lawsuit with the victims, and after Jeffrey Epstein's right-hand side piece has been sentenced to 20 years in prison for recruiting young girls, case closed.
I just wish her well.
If we had one piece of evidence this clear about Hillary or Hunter, they'd be under the jail.
hey, I appreciate you watching. Now, if you can, please do become a channel member by going to youtube.com/tytsports and clicking the join button. If that's too much for you, you can just go to tyt.com/join to become a member. It helps all of us out here at the Young Turks and keeps our network afloat. In addition, you could follow me on my socials on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Appreciate the love. Have a great day. Calling out elite people in comedy should be the rule of thumb.
I think Donald Trump's hair is actually another creature.
Yeah.
The hair's like going, good night, Donald. Good night, Donald. There we go.
Maybe it goes out. It goes out and makes money while he's asleep.
There is something about punching down that feels taboo, and punching up is the way to go.
Crack's not really my thing, but if it was, it would be fine if I was on that side.
Wow.
Don Jr.'s on coke.
We won with poorly educated. I love the poorly educated. I'm a very stable genius.
It is very important, the work that the Jordan Kleppers are doing, the work that the Good Liars are doing, the work that our team here at the Turks are doing, and many more.
Used to see these tackles, now they tackle. Oh, head-on-head collision, bing, flag. Football's become soft.
You have Trump doing sound effects for tackles. The choice could not be more clear. Like, let's not beat around the bush about it.